I'm Faith Fenn. I am a multimedia student at High Plains Technology Center, and welcome back to our news show. This year, we have a lot of news stories to show y'all, but first, we'll get started with Destiny Thompson. So, Destiny, can you tell us what you did for this video?
So I went and interviewed Miss Borden, and then I edited her interview a little bit, then I put pictures in to show what all we actually did during the Life Happens.
All right, thank you. I guess it's time to go see how that video turned out.
Hi, I'm Darla Borden, and I am the Academic Center Coordinator at High Plains Technology Center. Life Happens is an event that we put on every year for our students to get a taste of life, what really happens out there, what you have to pay for, the things you have to do, how you survive on that paycheck that you get each month. I believe it just gives the students a taste, just a tiny taste of what life is actually like when they're adulting. I think everybody needs that opportunity to see what adulting is about, and there are so many different bills and things that we have to do as adults and things we have to pay that this is just a small section of that to kind of introduce them to the adult world. Well, we have all the students complete a survey at the end, and we ask several questions. We ask what you've learned from this. Will this make you try harder in school? Will this keep you from having children earlier? And then what was your favorite part and things like that. And I just got to browse through those for just a bit yesterday. I haven't got to really sort through those. The overall comments were all very positive. There were very few negatives in there, and most of the students said that they thought they would try to save and invest, and several students said they definitely would think before they had children to try to make sure that they could, handle the finances of that situation. And then I think the favorite part overall was that we had a highway patrolman walking around that was giving tickets, but not only was he giving tickets, he also gave out like a bicycle to someone's kid and $25 of groceries to someone and things like that. And he had a bag of candy, so of course he was very popular. We had several different booths this year, and some of them were manned by High Plains personnel and some of them were manned by business people from our community. So the first thing students had to do was go to the bank after they got their pay stub. They would go to the bank and set up their bank account. Their pay stubs also are based on their career pathways here at High Plains. So it is more personalized than the Life Happens events or reality checks that other schools do, where you just randomly draw for what your career is. It's actually based on what students are studying, and so it makes it a little more personal. So they go to the banks. We had 3 banks here, Bank 7, Great Plains Bank, Stock Exchange Bank, and then they go Secure Housing. Real Estate Solutions came and helped with that. They had 4 people here, and they had houses to buy, so you could either have a mortgage or you could rent. After that, the students would go secure their vehicles, and Barbara Dyson Ford came and they actually brought 3 really nice vehicles, and so students would secure their vehicle and know what their payment was on that, and then they would go straight to the insurance, which was State Farm, Kevin Kanzler, and he had choices of $500 or $2,000 deductible for each vehicle that they could choose from. And then after that, they would get groceries. If their marital status also included children, then they had to secure daycare, and they would take care of that. And then they got broadband services from Pioneer, and Northwest Electric provided the utilities. They would have to go to that booth to secure utilities. And then at the end, we also have an SOS booth, because sometimes you get in a situation and you just don't have enough money to make it to the end of the month. So they were there to help, and you could trade in your car for a lesser car payment, a different car, or you could secure a loan, go back to the banks and get a loan to try to get by. So I think there were a lot of financial lessons throughout the whole program. It's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of work. I have a lot of help. Mrs. Wasson, the Academic Center instructor, and Vonda Smith from the biz side, both put in a lot of work to help with this, as well as Mrs. Halderman, Mrs. Dew, and Mr. Gaines, and I just thank them for that.
Welcome back. I am here with Yandy Cassio from Sharon Mutual High School. So, Yandy, can you tell me what you did for this video?
For this video, I helped write down questions that we had to ask, and then I helped film. So I had to set up the tripod, and I screwed the camera onto the tripod, and I helped videoed. And right now we're editing the video, we're cutting parts out of it, and we're adding B-roll.
All right, thank you. Well, I guess it's time we go into that video.
I am Megan Lastly, and I am a teacher at High Plains Technology Center, and I am the Service Careers and Teacher Prep. What I do here at High Plains is I teach Service Careers, which is horticulture and teacher prep. The teacher prep class is a classroom that the kids come to that may want to come and become a teacher, and they also are learning how to be a para. So there's kind of two parts to the teacher prep, and I can just see what their likes are and we can train them as needed. So then the other part of my classroom is the service careers. And this is the horticulture, landscape, and snack bar part of my classroom. And what we do here is we learn how to landscaping, edgers, mowers, weed eaters, and horticulture, which is the two big greenhouses in the back. Also, another part is the snack bar, and the snack bar is a key part of our classroom. Our teacher prep and our service careers, they both work together with running the snack bar. Teaches basic skills, money, counting back change, and customer service, which is huge in my classroom. We teach how to prepare, how to talk to customers. If customers are being rude, how we handle that. I love the way that we train kids for careers, and it is a different setting than a typical academic setting. This is learning-based and hands-on, where kids can become successful in a trade that they see fit for them. My favorite part of working here at HPTC is the students and the teachers. I love coming to work here every single day. Everybody's happy. I feel like the students are happy to be here. They're interested in their career of choice in their classroom, and just I love coming and making a difference.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Faith Finn, and I'm here with Kevin Sinoceros from the Buffalo High School. Now, can you tell me what you did for this video?
I filmed Aiden's and Miss Meyer's interview and B-roll.
All right, well, I guess it's time we go see how that turned out.
Hi, I'm Aiden Terry, a multimedia student, and here is our instructor, Miss Meyer, and we are going to be talking about the new news show. Hi, Miss Meyer.
Hi, it's good to be here.
So, your class is putting on this news show. What is it?
So, we started this last year, High Plains Technology Center News, HPTC News, and I actually will be having two different shows. One, my afternoon students are putting it on, and another one, my morning students are putting it on. So the show is really a learning project for both of my classes. It allows them to get some real-world experience in the news industry, where they're putting together their news stories. They're having to shoot them, edit them, interview, and then they put it all together as a full packaged news show. That also allows our stakeholders out in the community and in the state to let others know about really what's going on here at High Plains.
What do you see as the biggest benefit for having this news show?
I think that really there's a couple of benefits. First of all, for those students that are really interested in going into maybe video production or television news, obviously it's giving them some real world experience and hands-on experience. But it's not just for those students, it's really for any of my multimedia students. They are really learning some of those soft skills that they might not gain at the sending schools. Things like interview skills, how to present themselves, how to just go out and have to introduce themselves, learn how to shake people's hands, look them in the eye, talk to other people and be confident. Those are skills that really are difficult to teach, and that they can use once they are finished here. They're going to be able to use that for the rest of their lives.
So how could you see this news show expanding in the future?
I think that just like this year, it's going to look a little bit different from last year. Last year it looked more like a hard news show. This year it's going to be more of a talk show format, but it can really morph into a lot of things. For example, in one of the stories that we're going to be looking at is the beaver annexation with High Plains. it started out as just a news story that's going to be on this show, and we realized that we really needed more time to show that, so that's going to become a documentary. Any of these stories could morph into something like that. Eventually, one of the projects, Diesel, they have a old vehicle that I think they purchased, and eventually as they start working on that, we want that to become almost a weekly or a monthly type of a podcast or a docu-series where we can see the progress of that vehicle. So there's lots of things that we can kind of piggyback on this show.
I'm Aiden Terry. This is our multimedia instructor, Miss Meyer, and that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. I am here with Trevin George from Moreland and Noah Pena from Leedy. Trevin, can you tell us about the Beaver Edition?
Yes, I'm working on the Beaver Ag Station video, talking about how it benefits through High Plains Technical Center and all that.
All right, and I heard that there was going to be a documentary on it. Noah, can you explain more?
Yeah, the documentary is going to cover how the annexation was passed, like what all went through it, what contributed to it, how it kind of helps High Plains as a whole. So, yeah.
All right, thank you. Well, I guess it's time we got to go watch that short video.
Well, the Beaver County annexation, what came about is the citizens in Beaver actually started with the representative out there kind of interested in Kenton Paskowski and what career tech was available, what the opportunities that were available for kids and for students and adults. And the greatest advantage for the Beaver District is that we are, I think as a state, as a career tech system in the state, it's expanding to that opportunity being to all students. We'll add construction welding and health next year. TAP is currently there. Then other programs that we're looking at would be like diesel, auto, kind of thinking mechanical type program. Benefit, I mean, once again, as an educator, it's always student based. It's benefit to kids. That's the benefit. It's been a great thing for High Plains to be a part of. I said earlier, I've done several of these, and that just the momentum and the simplicity of how the people in Northwest Oklahoma operate in Beaver County. You know, it's refreshing because it's what I believe. It's the reason I raised my kids here. I believe that we can, that you can have a conversation. We can agree to disagree sometimes, but we do things for the betterment of our area and still do that in a respectful manner. So it's been fun to work with that county.
Welcome back. I'm with Taylor Thompson today. Can you tell me what your favorite part was?
Yeah, my favorite part was actually the photos. It showed a lot of what was going on.
All right, thank you. I guess it's time we go see them.
I'm Jennifer Dew. I'm the Director of Daytime Programs here at High Plains Technology Center, and I'm also the advisor for the SLC class. The Superintendent's Leadership class is a program that we designed to promote leadership at High Plains Technology Center. We choose a select number of students to be in that program. This year, we had, I think, 32 applicants. We chose 21, and it was probably one of the hardest years that we had selecting the superintendent's leadership class. They fill out an application, they go through an interview process, we look at their attendance, they have a reference letter from their program instructor, and then they get a reference letter from somebody outside High Plains Technology Center. Throughout the program, we promote leadership skills. We have our activities designed to build team building, and my goal is to hope they're just more comfortable in being a leader and stepping outside of their comfort zone, because for a lot of these students that applied, it's something that they don't necessarily do in their sending schools, and for the adults, it's things that they maybe didn't necessarily do when they were in high school. So just taking that step to apply is outside their comfort zone. So then we want to put them in situations to further challenge them and develop those leadership skills. I think the greatest benefit for these students is just getting to know different people, being exposed to things that maybe necessarily, some of them may not have even left Woodward before. I mean, we've had students go on these field trips and activities, and they may not have been to Oklahoma City. They may have never been. One year we went to a Thunder game. A lot of them had never been to a Thunder game. A lot of them, you know, when you go to a restaurant and you have forks and knives and spoons everywhere, they've never been exposed to that. So I just hope that out of this program they get just experiences, life experiences.
Hi, welcome back again. I'm Faith Finn from the multimedia class at High Plains Technology Center. I'm here with Gabe Porter. Can you tell us a bit about what you did?
So we were instructing the little kids, and we were showing them what we do here, just something we do here at multimedia at High Plains Technology Center. We were just showing them along the lines of the drone technology we do, and so that was a little of controlling the drone and showing them our drone cameras.
That's nice. Did you have a favorite part?
The favorite part is probably when I'd show them a trick, because then they'd be like, "Whoa, how did you do that?"
All right, well, let's see if we can go watch that video real quick.
Porter, a multimedia student here at High Plains Technology Center, and I'm with our instructor here, Leanne Myers. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
So what was the family book fair at Horace Mann?
So the librarian, she called me and asked if I could bring some of my students with our drones to demonstrate to some of their Horace Mann elementary students some of the STEM activities that we do here. It corresponded with their family night book fair. So I brought some of my students, you were one of them, along with several others, and they just demonstrated how to fly a drone, and then also talked to the younger students along with their parents and grandparents and any of the other guests that were there, the different ways that drones can be used in today's work field.
What was something that your students gained from going to that?
You know, I think probably the thing that I was most pleased about was how my students interacted with the younger kids there. One of my adult students that went with us, he was just Tom Kozel. He was just amazing with the young ones. He got down on his knees and he really interacted with them. And even though they couldn't fly the drones, he really instructed them on how to fly them and what all of the different controllers did to control the drone, the safety procedures, and some of that. So I think just that public speaking experience, that they really gained a lot there.
Thank you so much. I'm Gabriel Porter, and this is Leanne Myers. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Faith Finn, here with Braxton Irwin from Fargo Gage High School. Now, can you tell us a bit about what you did?
So I interviewed a counselor and a student for college day stuff we had. I interviewed the counselor about the information on the college days, mainly how many colleges were there, what they were there for, and mainly just that kind of stuff. And I asked the student how their experience was, if they planned on going to any of the colleges, and if they were, like I said before, enjoying it.
All right, thank you. Well, I guess it's time we gotta go watch that video.
My name is Audra Halderman. I'm the counselor of High Plains Technology Center. This is an opportunity for students to see a lot of colleges at one time. They can create a barcode and they scan that barcode with the colleges so that the colleges have their information readily and they don't have to write it on a piece of paper. They scan that barcode and then colleges can contact them at a later date to offer them information. They also have short visits with them as well, so it's beneficial to know what kind of programs they offer.
My name is Camber Brecklin and I'm in the Health Careers class. The most interesting thing is just how involved all the colleges are. I like how all the colleges come together in one big group to help all of us seniors out. It's really beneficial to get to everybody in like different backgrounds, different interests, things like that. I definitely benefited in like the questions that I had for the colleges that I wanted to go to. Everybody was super friendly. They helped me in like multiple questions. Like some people feel dumb to ask certain questions. I definitely found out a lot.
So there's 35 colleges here today, and it's kind of hard to make that many college visits, isn't it? So it is a great opportunity for our kids to see them all together in one place. 35. I believe there are 11 schools. So juniors and seniors, that's not a stressful time of life, it's an exciting time of life, I would say, and they're trying to decide on their next steps to adulthood. And so what they have to do is think, is college right for me? Is what I want to do? Does it require college education? And if it does, then they need to make contacts with these schools to see what's most affordable for them, what offers them the best program that they might be interested in, and start making those plans right now as a junior or senior.